How's it going, YouTube? Today I'm going to be showing a couple of things that I got for cheaply this month, or cheap, however you want to say that. So, first thing is this 23-inch Apple Cinema display. I got this for 20 bucks off of a guy who thought it was broken. In reality, it wasn't. All I had to do was go to eBay and purchase this. I don't know how well you can see that, but that is a 90, I think it's a 95 or 90 watt power supply. Let me see real quick if I can get that. Yeah, 90 watt power supply, and it works great. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Powers right up, works fine. Now, the only issue I really saw about this is that it has these lines going across the edge of the display, and it's not as bright as this display right here, which is a 4K UE590 or UD whatever. Another thing I got was this Xserve right here. Focus. It is a dual 1 GHz PowerPC G4 with a gig of RAM, and it is running my AFP and SMB server, which is basically just my file server and SMB, just so I can access it remotely, as servers don't really support the native protocols that the other OSs do, like regular OS 10.5. So if I take over here, I can show you the server. Alright, got some better light. It's really loud in here because the server is running. But there it is. I have a couple of drives in there. I have a 40 gig and a 200 gig. And this is currently just acting as my backup server and my excess file storage. Eventually I have more videos coming on this soon. Mostly like a kind of like a FireWire 400 daisy chain kind of RAID array kind of thing. I'm not really sure yet, but this will got plenty of storage in the meantime. But how I have it hooked up, it's just connected to this router right here, and I just connect to the network anytime I want to do something like make a backup or something like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Xserve. Not really much going on with this. Now, the story behind this was I picked this up for about $20 as well. And I traded it also for an iMac G4. Now, I have a lot of plans for this thing. It's probably going to run Linux, I'm not sure. But as I said earlier, sorry about that, but as I said earlier, it just runs, it's just a file server. So that's basically the main service it's running. Eventually, it will, run something like a web server or something like that, but nothing like that right now. It just sets up my files. As you can see, the drives right here. The hard drive and the storage drive. So this is how I have it set up. Nothing really too special yet. I do have plans for this machine in the meantime. Before I go, I just wanted to make a quick update on my 2010 Mac Pro. It is now running the W3690 with 16 gigs of RAM, GTX 960, SM951, PCIe 256 gigabyte SSD, 120 gig SSD, ghetto mounted in there, 2 terabyte external or extra drive, and a 1 terabyte internal backup drive. No, I don't know how well you can hear me, but I wanted to talk about the video card. I've been trying to edit more with Premiere than Final Cut Pro because I have an Nvidia card. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to try to buy a GTX 980 Ti and compare the two and make a cool video about that. So if you guys want to see that, or how to see how it performs, just let me know in the comments. I'm really thinking about doing it because it looks like a really good overall card. And now that I have this Apple Cinema display, I can do gaming at reasonable frame rates because, as you know, the 960, if I do keep it, cannot drive a 4K display in terms of gaming. Now, thank you guys for watching. Can't talk. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you later.